They might seem friendly on the surface, but deep down, they are uncomfortable around you. They may smile and nod, but there's a part of them that feels uneasy in your presence. The truth is, when you walk into a room, they feel something they can't quite put into words, a sense of embarrassment or intimidation. You're not doing anything wrong, but your energy, your light, and your authenticity make them feel exposed. You see, being a chosen one comes with a unique power, a power that others can sense even if they don't fully understand it. This is why they act differently around you. It's not you, it's the truth you carry within that they can't hide from. They are embarrassed because you remind them of the things they've been avoiding within themselves. Your presence alone is enough to trigger this reaction. And this is just the beginning of understanding why chosen ones often stand out in a way that makes others uncomfortable. If you don't recognize this dynamic, you might start questioning yourself, wondering why people react to you the way they do. You might think there's something wrong with you when in reality, it's their discomfort that's the issue. Ignoring this truth can lead to self-doubt, and over time, this self-doubt can dim your light. If you start holding back, trying to make others comfortable, you risk losing the very essence that makes you who you are. The consequences of not embracing your power can be significant. You might find yourself blending in when you're meant to stand out, or worse, you might start to feel as though you need to change to fit into spaces where you were never meant to fit in. Recognizing the stakes is crucial because understanding your power allows you to protect it and use it wisely. One of the main reasons they feel embarrassed around you is because of the energy you carry. Your energy is unique, powerful, and undeniable. It's not just something you project, it's something you live and breathe. This energy is a reflection of your inner light, your authenticity, and your alignment with your true self. When people encounter this energy, they can feel its impact even if they can't explain it. It's as if your very presence shines a light on their insecurities, making them feel seen in ways they're not used to. You're not doing this intentionally, it's simply a byproduct of being who you are. The more you embrace your light, the more others around you will feel it. Some will be inspired, but others will feel exposed, and their embarrassment is often a reflection of their own unacknowledged shadows. They are embarrassed because your energy demands truth, and not everyone is ready to face that truth. Your authenticity is another powerful aspect that makes them uncomfortable. In a world where many people wear masks and hide their true selves, your willingness to be genuine and real stands out. When you are true to yourself, you naturally set a higher standard for those around you. This can be intimidating because it forces them to confront their own lack of authenticity. They might not say it out loud, but your presence challenges the facade they've been maintaining. They see that you are living in alignment with your values, and this reminds them of the areas in their own lives where they are not being true to themselves. This contrast can be embarrassing for them because it highlights their own insecurities and the ways in which they are not living authentically. The more you embrace your true self, the more you inadvertently hold up a mirror to others, reflecting back the truth they are trying to avoid. Your spiritual depth is another reason why they feel embarrassed in your presence. You have a connection with the deeper aspects of life, a wisdom that goes beyond the superficial. This spiritual awareness gives you insights and perspectives that many people find hard to grasp. When you speak, your words carry a weight that comes from your inner knowing. This depth can be unsettling to those who are used to staying on the surface of things. They might feel that they can't relate to you, not because of anything you've done, but because your spiritual journey has taken you to places they have yet to explore. This can create a sense of discomfort or embarrassment as they realize that their understanding of life is limited in comparison to yours. Your spiritual depth is a gift, but it can also be a source of tension in your relationships with others who are not on the same wavelength. One of the most profound reasons they are embarrassed around you is that your presence forces them to confront their own shadows. The light you carry naturally illuminates the darkness in others. This isn't something you do consciously, it's simply a result of being who you are. But for those who are not ready to face their own inner darkness, this can be extremely uncomfortable. They might avoid you or act differently around you because being near you brings up feelings they'd rather not deal with. It's not that they dislike you, it's that they are not yet ready to face the parts of themselves that your light brings to the surface. This is why they might seem distant or uneasy. They are struggling with their own internal battles, and your presence makes those battles more apparent. Your light is a catalyst for transformation, but transformation is not always an easy process, especially for those who are resistant to change. Silence can be one of the most powerful tools a chosen one possesses. When you choose to remain silent, especially in situations where others expect a reaction, it speaks volumes. Your silence is not a sign of weakness or passivity, rather, it's a reflection of your inner strength and confidence. People are often uncomfortable with silence because it forces them to sit with their own thoughts and feelings. When you don't respond in the way they expect, it leaves them facing their own discomfort. Your silence can be a mirror, reflecting back the noise in their minds. They may feel embarrassed because they realize that they've been filling the silence with unnecessary chatter or trying to hide their discomfort behind a facade. Your silence, therefore, becomes a powerful statement, one that challenges them to confront what lies beneath the surface. Confidence is magnetic, but it can also be intimidating to those who lack it. As a chosen one, your confidence is not about arrogance, it's about knowing who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. This kind of confidence is rare, and when others encounter it, they often feel exposed. They may feel inadequate or insecure because your confidence highlights their own self-doubt. They might not understand why they feel embarrassed around you, but it's often because your self-assuredness forces them to confront the areas in their own lives where they feel less certain. Your confidence can also disrupt the social dynamics they are used to, as they are accustomed to people who seek validation or approval. When you don't play that game, it unsettles them, and they may respond with discomfort or embarrassment. Another reason they feel embarrassed around you is the fear of not measuring up. When you embody the qualities of a chosen one, authenticity, spiritual depth, and confidence, it sets a high standard. This can make others feel as though they are being judged or that they don't measure up to your level. Even if you never say a word, your presence alone can make them feel self-conscious about their own shortcomings. This isn't something you intend to do, it's just a natural consequence of living your truth. They might feel embarrassed because, in your presence, they are reminded of the areas where they are not living up to their potential. This fear of not measuring up can cause them to act differently around you, sometimes even avoiding you altogether. Integrity is a cornerstone of being a chosen one. When you live with integrity, you align your actions with your values, and this creates a strong, unshakable foundation. People notice this, even if they don't fully understand it. Your integrity can make others uncomfortable because it highlights the areas where they may be compromising their own values. They might feel embarrassed around you because they see in you what they wish they could be, someone who stands firm in their beliefs and doesn't waver in the face of challenges. Your integrity is a light that shines on the inconsistencies in others' lives, and this can be a source of discomfort for them. But it's also a powerful reminder of the importance of staying true to oneself, even when it's difficult. Your presence has a ripple effect that goes beyond what you can see. Just by being in a room, you change the energy of that space. People might not be able to articulate it, but they feel it. Your presence can make others feel like they need to step up, be more authentic, or confront their own issues. This can be challenging for them, especially if they are not ready to face these things. They may feel embarrassed or even resentful because your presence challenges them in ways they weren't expecting. But this ripple effect is also what makes you powerful as a chosen one. You have the ability to influence others just by being yourself, and while this can cause discomfort, it's also a catalyst for growth and transformation. Embracing your role as a chosen one is essential, even when it makes others uncomfortable. You were given these gifts for a reason, and your light is meant to shine, not be dimmed by the discomfort of others. It's important to understand that their embarrassment is not a reflection of you, but of their own journey. By embracing who you are and living authentically, you give others permission to do the same. It might not always be easy, and you might face resistance, but staying true to yourself is the most powerful thing you can do. Remember, your role is to be a light in the world, and sometimes that light will reveal things others would rather keep hidden. But that's part of the process of awakening and growth, both for you and for those around you. The path of the chosen one is not always easy, but it is a path of purpose and power. You may encounter discomfort, resistance, and even embarrassment from those around you, but these reactions are not about you, they are about the challenges your light brings to others. By continuing to live in your truth, embracing your authenticity, and shining your light, you fulfill your purpose and help others on their own journeys. It's important to remember that the discomfort others feel is often a sign of growth waiting to happen. Your presence is a catalyst for change, and while that may be uncomfortable for some, it is also what makes you a chosen one. Embrace your role, stand firm in your light, and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The world needs your light, and by staying true to yourself, you make a profound difference, even when it's not immediately visible.